What's up, everybody? Matthew Ellis.
Chelsea Caslow.
And we are coming at you with another episode of Heroes by the Pint. We are on location at
Brewdog, Franklinton.
That's right. We're having so much fun with our main man, Corey Parrott, joining us once again. Saddled him in for a second episode and a third. He's tied in now.
Maybe if we record the third one.
Round
I don't
two,
think we
we'll
will.
see. Let's see what happens.
I don't think we will.
He's like, I am canceling my contract.
We are joined each and every week by the producer. He's already looking something up because
We're halfway through this EP.
halfway through. Come on.
I'm just kidding.
We're 5 minutes in.
We're 5 minutes into this EP.
And all those takes sucked. All you said was boobs, butts, and blood and
You
guts.
loved it. You loved that.
I know. It was like I was watching it all over again. Caleb, what are we going to be talking this week, my man?
Polar and Punisher.
That's right.
2 Ps.
2 Ps.
That's right.
Netflix exclusives. We're super pumped. And super pumped about this delicious Brewdog beer we're getting into.
Yeah,
Corey,
we got to talk about what we're drinking.
Yeah,
Is it not
give us the rundown again. That's how good it was the first time. I was like, let's do the rundown again.
Well, the best thing about Brewdog is your second Brewdog is always better than your first, and
That's
your third,
true.
and your fourth.
Yes.
So Opaque Jake, and we got Origami Orangutan right in your camera lens right there.
Yeah, check it out.
So we have the green one is going to be a New England style IPA, super fresh. That's like that can is literally 3 days old, and it cannot be fresher than fresh.
So fresh and so clean.
And Origami Orangutan, as I stuttered through that.
It's a hard one.
Double IPA with tangerine peel. These are our pilot kit beers, so you can only get these on site at our bars. So Short North, Columbus, Franklinton, Columbus, and our brewery in Canal, Winchester. It's the only place you can get these.
Yeah.
So feel special.
Be jealous.
You should be
Everyone
jealous.
listening and watching, be jealous.
Also,
because
run out to Franklinton and get you some of this beer.
that's right. If you're in the spot, run out and get some of this beer because it is delicious.
Even if you're not, drive
also,
out, fly out, whatever you got to do.
I think Spirit Airlines. It's like shady,
Yeah, dude.
but like low price,
It's like
right?
Frontier. I always fly Frontier when I go to Colorado.
Right.
It's cheap, but you know what? I get there.
Yeah, most of the time.
Can't take any luggage or anything. But it's
You could
whatever.
fly, you could fly Brewdog too. I mean, you saw
Yeah.
that flight coming
Yeah.
in. Yeah,
That's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah.
See?
We're also featuring some of your flagship beers throughout the month of January, and we got you for the entire month of February as well. We've
Thank you
been
for that.
featuring Elvis Juice, Hazy Jane. We've had Punk IPA that was just on Bob Sally.
You almost screwed it up,
Bob
bro.
Sally, our new best friend. I can't say his name
Thank
right.
you, Bob Sally.
Thank you, Bob
Yes.
Sally.
As well as Jet Black Heart and some other really, really great like flagship beers. So cheers to Brewdog.
Cheers to Brewdog.
Cheers to Brewdog. Wah-bah. That was my cheers sound because I have a can and not a glass.
Wah-bah.
Wah-bah. It's a normal glass sound, you know?
It sounded like one of the action scenes
It
from
did.
Polar.
It did. It depends on what kind of action you're talking about, but yes. That could be one of the sounds you heard.
Hey, I just thought of another B word that's in this movie.
What?
Blowjob.
Oh,
yeah. The
that-
best B word.
There was a lot of that happening.
There was a lot of that. Before
Truth.
we jump into all the boobs, blood, butts,
BJs.
blowjobs,
Bullets.
bullets, time
And
for the
stuff.
business. We'd like to remind everybody you can support this podcast for $1 a month. Head over to heroesbythepint.com, scroll to the bottom of that page, click on that Patreon link. Every little bit you give goes a long way to supporting everything we do. You can also stream us on anywhere you find your podcast right from that page, and also hit us up on any social media right over at Heroes by the Pint. Check out that
We got Instagram, Facebook,
e-commerce. I wanted you to
Twitter, all
drop
those
the
things going on.
e-commerce line.
Dude, we're having Facebook or Instagram giveaways every single month.
Yes.
And we also have e-commerce if you want to get some sweet merch.
That's right. Head over to that merch store and hit us up with those likes, reviews. Keep it 5-star. Make sure you like and subscribe and check out our YouTube videos coming out each and every Thursday. We started season 2 off with our bestie, Corey. That came out a couple of weeks ago, and really great video. We had so much fun at Brewdog Canal, Winchester. We had to saddle you in for Franklinton and then the Short North location. So
Couldn't be more happy to be here.
yeah.
I'm wearing the same shirt too.
Dude,
Also, you watched
honestly,
that last
me
episode.
too.
It's like, yeah.
It's just
I
a
changed my clothes
continuation.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I promise I did.
Dude, I believe you.
Maybe
I feel like
did.
I've seen you on Instagram between now and then, and you looked like you had different clothes on at some point.
I probably didn't wash my hair between now and
No,
then.
you
but-
shouldn't. It's not good for
Yeah.
it.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
good. It dries it
Yeah,
out.
it dries it out.
Yeah, that's why Ellis doesn't have any.
Right,
Yes,
he washed it every day.
Way too much. Twice, 3 times a day. It's confusing because if you read the conditioner bottle, it says wash, rinse, repeat. You
Right.
know, so
He
I
was
was
in the shower just like doing
dub-
that forever until the
doubling
water
down.
got cold. Now he has no hair.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
That's what Courtney said, at least.
That's how the game's played. Jumping into Polar, let's hit it with those bottle cap reviews. I am coming in at a solid 3.5.
Okay, you came in at a 2.5, and then I was like, "There's beer, there's boobs, there's butts, there's bullets. Now there's BJ's," and you're like, all of a sudden it's a 3.5."
Yeah, I
like
mean,
you forgot about all those
Keep
things.
talking. I'm gonna try to get it an Oscar. If you keep talking, I mean, the more you're selling
Dude,
it, the more you're talking, the more I'm buying it. The more I'm like, yeah.
you got
movie
Johnny
was
Knoxville
great.
boners. There's all kinds of things.
Oh, yeah.
that-
I forgot about that. First
Yeah,
scene.
dude.
Get
Yeah.
I was
blown
gonna
away.
say, I was
Right.
gonna actually open it
Well,
up like
blown
this.
and blown away.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Rating it on a scale of death boner and put them on the glass, where do you come in at?
Dude, the squeaky glass boobs were funny.
Yeah,
I'll
they're-
give you that. I'll give you that.
Great.
I was like, this is basically a softcore porn, and I was like, oh, there's the humor in it. Okay.
I honestly really enjoyed it. I thought that,
The squeaky glass boobs
no,
or the
just
whole movie?
The whole movie in general. I think 3.5 is fine. I watched it with my family.
You did?
No.
Yeah, my parents are kind of out there. So
Yeah.
I watched with my family, and we really enjoyed it. My dad's a huge Mads fan. And so, he played Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
That Western that I was talking about, what was that?
All right,
Did you
so
find it?
he's in a lot of movies, so I am.
You said he got started late in his career.
He did, yeah.
He's in Arctic, Rogue One, Doctor Strange, Men and Chicken, the Rihanna movie or video.
Nice.
Age of Uprising, Charlie Countryman, Move On,
He was
Hunt.
he was gnarly in Doctor
the wedding?
Strange.
Yeah.
He was awesome in Doctor Strange. Like
Three Musketeers.
Yeah, dude. Dude, have you guys seen Monster with Charlize Theron?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, of
saw that
course.
with my dad. That was awkward. I was in middle school.
Yeah.
It was not good. I
was-
left scarred for life.
She was a looker.
Not in that one.
No, not
She
quite.
was she is impressive. Quite a
Yeah.
specimen.
Corey's cracking open one of these sweet orangutans.
That's right.
They are delicious.
Oh, so
origami
good, dude.
orangutan.
I wish
All
you
right.
could smell it.
I can because I have one in my hand. It's delicious. They can't.
This is the opaque Jake, but I'm like, yeah.
If you guys were here, you could smell it, but you're not.
All right, Caleb, where are you coming at bottle cap grade since you only watched,
What you could.
Right.
Yeah, 2.8,
Okay.
All right.
2.7, 2.8.
Chelsea.
I'm gonna try to not
Remember,
be.
it's in between Death Boner and Put 'em on the Glass.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be shamed out of this podcast, but I'm gonna go with
5.7.
I'm gonna go with a 2.5. It's halfway on the 5 scale. It was. There were parts I found really entertaining, and there were parts where I was like, whatever. So.
The parts that were missing for me is I wanted to see a little bit more into the Cold War aspect. I was
Yeah.
talking about this, and Corey, we were talking off camera, and you said it felt like a Bourne kind of flick, with a
Yeah.
little bit more comic book
Yeah,
background.
Jason Bourne with comic books.
And I wanted it to be more Bourne. I wanted it to be more serious and a little less
campy.
like Kingsman. And I loved Kingsman 1, and I loved Kingsman: The Golden Circle, and and then Kingsman: The Golden Shower. All those. That one wasn't on. I think that one was.
I didn't find
That one's
I'm
not easy to find.
I'm a big campy fan, and I didn't find that from this. Honestly, I didn't see that from this movie. I think that Rotten Tomatoes has been who really cares
Really
what
harsh.
they think anyway, but but it's it's been brutal to the film.
Dude, 18%.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, are you serious?
Give us
But
an update, producer, but I'm pretty sure
it might be
it's
up to
still
20
sitting
now?
at a sick 18.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Do you think though it has anything to do with how the movie was portrayed in the trailer and like when you on Netflix it's like got one of the big panels because it's a Netflix original movie and it looks so serious and then you watch it and you're like, this is not what I expected. And when the comic is we were talking about this. The graphic novel is beautiful artwork.
And short panel.
Panel.
Yeah.
Yep. There's not a ton of story, but it's just gorgeous. So you take that. If you're from, do you think maybe these people who are being really critical or hypercritical of the film are fans of the graphic novel, or do you feel like they're just random people on Netflix who didn't get what they wanted?
These are people that are hypercritical of Netflix as in general.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of hypercritical of Netflix.
Yeah, and I think we should be, but I mean, they're turning out so much content.
Yes.
Right.
And so, like, when something's actually good, it doesn't matter if it's good or not because it's like something new comes out every week.
Yes.
So it's like there's no opinion. It's just there's this anti-Netflix thing arising right now because they're turning out so much content, and it's like it doesn't matter what it is, we're just going to shit on it.
Well, and that's where we seriously were talking. Like I feel like with for not to jump into the Punisher, but like with the Punisher, if they staggered the episodes, like you get 2 episodes and you have to wait a week. Here's 2 more. It might have been a little bit more palatable because it doesn't feel so repetitive. But I think Netflix is designed for like binge watching and movies.
Definitely.
And when you are binge watching like these Marvel series that are all getting canceled, or you're binge watching, or you're watching these movies or whatever, there's a particular. I think you go into it expecting what you expect from TV series like growing up, and it's not the same feel. It's a totally different vibe.
It's a different game though now.
It is.
I disagree with you a bit.
Yeah.
Because I want that. I want to have every episode at my disposal when I want to watch it.
Right.
I think I want to, and I love the Punisher. You guys, we kind of dumped on that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
We
I
did.
definitely did. I definitely did.
I did not.
I regret it
Season 2
now
was
because
better
I
than season 1.
really liked what I saw.
And I mean, I'm okay with that format because like I'm an adult.
Yeah.
If I want to watch something, I want to have access to that. I don't want to have to wait.
Yeah.
I want to be able to have. If I want to finish a story, I'll read, or read a book. It's like it should be on my time, and so TV is catching up with that.
Yeah.
And-
Well, the rest of the world functions that way.
Right.
It's like anything you want, you can get it like now,
Yeah, exactly.
And so TV, it's like, we watch like The Good Doctor on Hulu or whatever, and it's like waiting every week. I'm like, is there a new episode out yet? And it's like, no, like what?
That show's awesome, by the way.
Christmas happened.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's so frustrating that I can't watch it like right now.
Yeah.
That said, when I binge watch a series and then it's over, like Stranger Things, I like binge watched it and I was like, that's it. I have nothing now. My world is like done.
But whose fault is that?
Mine.
Yeah, it's not the fault of the network. It's
No, we're
it's
gonna blame
self-control.
Netflix anyways.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I
is.
mean?
I don't have that.
I don't blame you.
Back in the day when
That's a
there was
weekend.
obviously like no
Yeah.
Netflix. Like I remember having the Reno 911
Oh, I
season
love Reno 911, dude.
like DVD box set, and me and my wife, because we had no cable,
It's a Deputy Dangle.
like
Deputy Dangle.
we would literally watch an episode like 3 or 4 times before we'd move on to the next, because we were like, we only have these 20 episodes
Yeah.
on this like $50 DVD box set because of the
Reno
time.
911.
Yeah, and like so we would watch an episode and be like, oh my god, it's so fun. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again. And now where you're just like, especially when you're doing something like this podcast where you're, I don't want to say forced, but we're like always on a crunch where it's like, okay, we need to watch this. We need to be current. We need to like get through this. So I'm just like powering through. There's times with season 2 of The Punisher, which I mean, we're talking Polar, so, but with season 2 of The Punisher, I was like literally just listening to it like in my work van, almost like a podcast, like a scripted podcast.
yeah,
Like,
it's like you can't enjoy it.
because some of the dialogue is like you can really just kind of listen to the dialogue and pick up on everything.
You can
that's
tell
going
it's the
on.
Punisher talking when he's like blah 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 blah.
You can't see his eyes,
in
though.
his Batman voice.
You can't see his eyes.
Can't see his eyes.
Right.
He did hit it with the eyes a few times. Let's
Yeah.
jump hard into Polar. So
Yeah.
Mads Mikkelsen, Hit us with some of the rest of the cast. I need to know who the villain was.
Vanessa
Caleb.
Hudgens, the Disney girl.
Yeah, I mean they
She's
had
in it.
some,
Johnny
like,
Knoxville. Obviously, we already hit on his boner being in that.
It was
Yeah,
a cameo. That was
It was a good cameo though. He's like fucking, he's pumping out the iron.
that was hilarious.
And she's like, yeah, baby, you're so strong. He's lifting like 35 pounds.
So in the book, where it varied so much. Go ahead.
That's cool. That's cool. You asked me to
Yeah,
look
no.
something
Can
up.
you
and then
tell us the answer now?
Yes.
The villain. Yes.
Yes. Did you find it? Yes.
Wait, who do you want the villain? So
Yes, the-
Matt Lucas.
Oh, that dude, man. That
He
dude.
looked like Guy Fieri, like got greased or something, and then
He lost his hair.
Hey, Guy Fieri is a great Ohio boy.
but he'd
Let's
be
not
the
talk- let's
worst
not hurt-
villain, dude.
Let's not hate on him.
Could you imagine if you're being tortured by him? Like he got in a bad grease, like a fryer accident, and then he's like torturing you. You're all strung up. Like that's not scary.
He was meant to be like an Elton
You're
John
like,
esque
dude, you're so
character.
sweet.
It was meant to be that way.
It worked.
He was supposed to be like pretty.
You can
Eccentric.
be effeminate and still be
Evil.
a sick fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
He was.
and that's what he was. I thought it was great.
It was great.
In the book, too, that character is kind of represented somewhat well because the character that ends up capturing the Black Kaiser and
Black
tortures him is this like really creepy, like sniveling little like shit.
Yeah, he's money. He's
little
not. He's
bitch.
not like an actual villain. He's money inheriting something. Like, and that's what he is. You
Yeah.
know?
How tight was it when he's like, "My papa"? He like flashes to that portrait of himself.
Yeah. That portrait's awesome. There's actually a website that does those.
Oh yeah,
Really?
I don't know the
that
website, but
portrait.
yeah, there's a website that will do portraits of you for super cheap of like a picture.
Well, we should get like a selfie and then have them make one of
Yes,
us, and we can
and they
hang
can
it
do
up
it.
like right there. There's wall space. I see it.
So Parsons North Brewery, I'll give him a shout out. The owner has this portrait of him, and I'm like, what is that?
like with his cat.
No, it's just him, but it's him like and like this portrait. It's glorious, and I'm like, is that a painting? He's like, no, this is a picture from a website.
That's
I'm
so
like,
awesome,
yeah. I'm like,
dude.
oh my god, like yeah, it's like, yeah.
We know we're getting Corey for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes, please, thank you.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
I hate cats though.
We won't put a cat in it.
Okay.
Maybe like a kangaroo or something.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
I thought he did an all right job. I wanted to see Matt Lucas. You said,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he came off as disturbing and goofy and like.
He struck me as like this is not a good example. I don't know why I'm about to say this. He struck me as
Let's
like
hear
a
it.
John Wayne Gacy. Like he was like
Yeah.
silly and feminine and like, but scary and weird and I don't know.
Well, Gacy was
He had
never
bad hair.
Gacy was never effeminate in his.
He wasn't, but he was
Public
like
life.
a sweetheart outwardly, except for the fact that he murdered people for fun.
Yeah.
Kids.
Kid, children
colonel.
specifically.
Young men.
And he liked to dress up as a clown and be all, you know. It just, I don't know why he gave me that vibe. I was like, if
didn't
this
catch
guy
that.
was going to be a serial killer, it would be John Wayne Gacy.
The one thing that like really stuck home with me is it's like every time the phone rang, they're just like speak.
You told me, you're like, every time I call you now, you have to go, speak.
Yeah, that's just Chelsea. She's
Instead of,
just like,
what's up?
Well, it's smart because if a bill collector calls you, you don't say your name.
Right.
right?
You just say speak.
Speak.
Yeah, right?
From now on, when we call you, Corey, that's what we're going to
I also
you to say.
thought the scene with the Hispanic dude and the
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez
Yes.
in the hotel. I was like, did he really have to hit him with like
Four
a,
staple guns or nail guns.
a
Yes, he
double
did.
tap nail in the scrotum? I think.
Dude, I thought
one-
that was so like that was one of the
Symbolic.
greatest points of the movie because it was like intense, brutal, symbolic, like insane.
Do you think he caught both of it? What did you call them?
I don't know.
The Rough Riders or something? Nancy Boy and the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys.
You think he got both of the Hardy
The
Boys?
Olsen twins and the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
That's from Out Cold. Corey, have you seen Out Cold?
I have seen Out Cold.
Yeah, where he's like, my Hardy Boys are like cramped. It's no mystery.
Yeah, so I wonder if he caught both. I just felt like
Or you
Yes.
just got one Hardy
He
Boy?
did.
I felt like multiple nail guns to the scrotum.
He just
like
got Mary
that's
Kate.
a little over the top.
It was pretty awesome. though.
Ashley's cool.
That's when my mom exited the room.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, this
She watched
is
it up
too
until
much.
then. She's like, yeah, I don't really like that.
Your dad's like, I'm into this.
yeah, but I was laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, like I laughed at that part, and then I felt bad because I was like, okay, he basically just got like crucified in the hallway.
Yeah, but that's like, you see that shit? They got him good.
Right. Like they really pinned him up there, son.
yeah. I'm like, yep, he did, Dad. You're right.
Yeah, that's.
You're right,
It
Pops.
seems metaphorical, don't you think?
Yeah,
Oh man. So there
We
was
should have
like.
had your dad on, dude.
he'd
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah.
He sounds like a
Yeah,
blast.
he's a
Get my mom on here, your dad. That's our plan for the podcast.
Well,
Yeah,
take our
well.
jobs.
yeah.
We've been trying to get my mom on. That's like a running joke.
My
with
pops
the-
would be a good one for like anything 60s related.
Perfect.
Yeah,
We should just put on
We're gonna start
the
some
parents
spin-off.
as like an older versions of us, but keep Ellis because
it'd be a good version.
Yeah, I'm already old enough.
Someone's got to moderate. Right?
Yeah, dude. The moderator.
Yeah.
Ellis is the moderator. That's scary.
The a few things too, like so in the comic, the graphic novel, like so the opening scene. This was something I was really disappointed that didn't happen in the movie. So Cindy, the character in the movie, I can't remember what her. I don't even think she had really a name in the comic. So she shows up to blow and Bone, the Black Kaiser,
Yeah.
and
Blow him away.
yeah, and then he fornicates her, and then shoots her in the head while he's still like
In the comic, he
I thought-
does.
Well, he axed her in the head in the movie.
yes,
right?
which
Yeah.
was awesome,
Yeah,
That
that
was
was cool.
Yeah,
which was great.
and then he
But-
just ends up everywhere, killing everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Naturally.
butt naked, standing over
Once
top
you
of
start,
a sniper.
you just can't
Yeah.
stop.
I mean, the sniper was like what 500 yards away,
Yeah.
and the next thing you know, the Kaiser's just butt naked, a foot of snow.
Yeah.
I just.
Didn't even put his boots on.
Yeah, I pray to God he at least like finished with Cindy.
I'm sure he
before, 'cause,
didn't.
Like, no,
I don't think so.
no. I mean,
Oof.
because that
No.
would be a long.
Corey's
that,
just shaking his head. This is when he's like, Brewdog bows out.
that would be a long run with like half mast.
He'd
and a
figure it
foot
out.
of
He'd figure it
snow.
out, dude. You know, it's cold enough. He'd figure it out.
I mean, I just wonder that before and after as he's standing in a foot of snow, butt naked, and then he just gets down, lays down, belly first in the snow.
Which just is not a good call when you're naked. It's just not. No matter what's happened up until that point, stay on your feet.
I heard the Montana wilderness is pretty rough. I don't know.
They have moose there.
Yeah,
They do. They sure do.
And moose are insane. Have you ever seen one in person? They are.
They're so
they are,
big,
They're like
dude.
the size of a semi truck.
No one
or
realizes
a box truck.
that they're the biggest. They're as tall as this thing right here. They're huge.
They are insanely
like a
huge.
basketball pole.
Yeah.
I
I love how
love
you guys came up with like 9 descriptions for this.
Semi truck,
Yeah.
a basketball pole.
Box
This
truck
thing
is a really good,
right
accurate
here.
description of a moose.
It is. It is.
Of a bull moose.
It's
I
just
don't
funny
know.
you guys just.
I don't know
That
why
thing
they
over
would look
there.
like a basketball pole.
I'm saying they're as tall as a basketball pole, bro. They're like 10 feet tall.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Corey's like, they're as big as a box truck and as thin as a basketball pole. I'm like, what?
They look like all those things. They're that size. Just imagine all those things. That's a moose.
Punisher would take them both out.
Yeah, Punisher would take it
With
both
like
out.
one punch.
And apparently so would Polar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
With a little bit more into Polar, like I love that scene where he's like taking out the assassins as they're coming after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he's like speaking with, I want to say Hildeth, but you know how I am when I
You
just
screw up
start throwing
names.
names
Yeah,
out.
you just like make some up. You're like Heidi. Ataki.
And he's like, don't be afraid.
Right.
You make mistakes when you're afraid. Like that part was so
Yeah.
great, dude. That was like the one like real heavy scene.
That was
throughout the
an
entire
intense
movie.
moment.
I mean, well, even the. Can I spoiler alert?
Yeah.
Spoiler
yeah,
alert
yeah,
it up,
yeah.
dude. They've had their chance.
So,
This
like,
is Netflix.
I mean, the ending scene where he's just like, he was asking for her to kill him, like saying,
Yeah.
like when it was exposed that she was in the car and he killed,
Oh, yeah.
killed her whole family, and he's like, yeah, just kill me, just do it, and like concentrate, close your eyes, breathe.
Right, he's like, separate your mind.
Yes,
Like,
just do it. And then she didn't. And then she's like, which was weird. Like, so he still had a gunshot.
Yeah.
see, I didn't
That
like.
was dumb. I didn't get that.
I
That's
didn't
what I'm
like that
saying.
reveal either. I felt like that reveal was like the easy way out, where
It
it's like,
was.
oh, she was the one in the car, surprise, and she set him up the whole time.
But
like,
she didn't set him up though. I don't think she did because he saved her without knowing. And I don't
No, she didn't set all that up, but she was like
Right.
planning to kill him the whole time,
Right,
and
yeah.
this was like her end game. So like to me, I was like, man, that's just like.
Cheap.
Yeah, I wasn't into that. Honestly, I wanted to see him kill the Santa and then go back and kill Porter, the karaoke dude, which was crushing it, by the way.
Yeah, what a
Like,
voice.
Yeah, that dude.
Let's be honest. Highlight of the film. Besides the squeaky boob part, that was incredible.
Another thing, too, like, as Cindy's brought.
Corey's just like, I love watching Corey's reactions. Every time we say anything moderately inappropriate, this man's over here looking at the sky like, oh my God, rolling his eyes,
I'm very expressive. It's okay.
with
shaking his head vigorously.
With the Cindy character, too, like, at least in the comics, she was an assassin and was in place to try to, like, kill the person in hand-to-hand combat.
yeah.
As far as I can tell, Cindy in the movie was just there to, like, send them off with a smile on their face.
She does, okay.
She's setting up
but
season 2.
We talked
Yeah.
about this too, though. It's like they know they're all about to murder somebody, and I mean, it sucks to go out like in a situation where you think you might die,
Yeah.
and it's kind of nice to just think you're not about to die.
What was it you said, Caleb, on the way here? Like, before the blowy with Johnny Knoxville? They're like, they have a sniper, dude. Like,
Yeah, he's like, they have a sniper. Like, they don't
Oh yeah,
need
he's
her to do
dancing
that.
like the whole time. Like
he's dancing
What
around
they
the
call
pool.
him, like Disco
Yeah.
Donnie or something, where he's just like, these hips don't lie.
like they had like at
Like
least
typical
40
Knoxville,
chances to
dude.
snipe him right there.
And they waited. I don't get it.
I'm still confused how Johnny Knoxville got away with doing the ringer.
Oh, dude, I was
That
actually.
is like terrible.
the
Yeah, I was
worst.
actually thinking about that, and I've never seen it.
It is
But,
You don't
such,
need to.
It's such poor taste, and like I don't know how. His career's over, basically. I mean, come
yeah.
on.
It's. I mean, what does he have left?
No, and doing
go.
the ringer was like really bad.
The
Like, whoever-
worst business decision of
You
all
know what?
time.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
I'm surprised in Polar that he wasn't like shooting nail guns into Johnny Knoxville's scrotum, and it was like
Oh,
a
like bowling
jackass
balls?
tie-in.
Right,
you know?
right. Steve-O just like pops out of the bushes with
Yeah.
an air horn.
Johnny Knoxville's like, I'm gonna bring my career back. Nail my balls to the wall.
Welcome to Polar. I'm Johnny Knoxville.
Right, right.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about The Ringer, and what like rings so true is Tropic Thunder.
Oh God.
You know, where they're like, you know,
Such a bad movie, dude.
oh, Tropic Thunder.
It's like so good, and so I have so many issues.
Robert
with it.
Downey Jr.
Dude,
nails
as
that
someone
role.
who like studied race theory in college, it's just a problematic movie. I
I'll say
appreciate
this,
the
like-
humor, but dude,
when he's the Australian guy at the end is the
look at
best.
Corey.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel. That's how
There's
I feel.
moments in Tropic Thunder, like I'm like, that's not Robert Downey Jr.
Oh God, good God.
What was it? Was it the Zoolander? What was his movie he did? The trailer? Something Simple Jack.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That was-
No, that's Tropic Thunder.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Simple Jack, Simple Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when Robert Downey Jr. is like giving him the advice.
God.
Oh, dude, that's how I felt about The Ringer. And then I was just imagining in my head, like I've never seen it, but I'm sure there's this heartfelt thing where he like comes out and he lifts these like mentally handicapped kids up to be their best selves, and it's like, yeah, it's not a John Cusack movie.
It's
dude.
not.
He's coming here soon. You know that, right?
John Cusack is?
Yeah, like next week.
Dude, why didn't you invite
hear?
us?
Yeah, to hear he's doing a live show of High Fidelity, I believe.
Did you not
Really?
invite us? Like,
yeah,
why
at
didn't
the
you?
Hyatt Theater. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know he was doing
Q&A
High Fidelity.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, his probably his last
Cusack.
great movie, High Fidelity.
I mean, he's done quite a few good movies, but
But his last great movie would be
Yeah.
High
Caleb,
Fidelity.
Google his movies.
Number 5 with a bullet.
yeah, he played an assassin in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gross Point Blank.
Yes.
That's
Which is
what.
epic.
That's what Bob Sally is
I
bringing
can't
up
believe
last
he's
week.
about to be here. That's
He worked
wild.
with Nick Cage too.
Yeah, Frozen Ground. That was a great
Yeah.
no,
dude.
what? Come on, not Frozen Ground. I'm talking like, come on,
High Fidelity, 16 Candles, dude.
the plane with
Dude,
Oh,
Serendipity?
No, no.
Con Air.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
With Malkovich, yeah.
Did you see Frozen Ground?
Of course, yeah.
That was a great flick.
Yeah, but I mean,
What's your favorite Cusack movie?
High Fidelity for sure.
Stand By Me, bro.
Wait,
It's a
wait.
great one.
He was in Stand By Me?
Yes.
Who was he in Stand
No,
By
he
Me?
wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He was the dead body.
He was in Stand By Me, bro.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
That's false.
Favorite Cusack movie is
we're,
Better
we're
Off
looking
Dead.
it up. We're looking it up.
So,
He was not in that movie.
yes, he was.
so Corey, there was a band back in the day. You'll like this.
See the
It was like
cast.
I thought they were cool at the time. And then I listened to it years
They're
later, and I was
cool.
like, oh man, they're a crappy punk rock band. But they're called Lane Meyer,
Okay.
He was indeed in Stand By Me.
And they
he was
just-
Denny.
and they were just like,
Corey's like, whatever, I don't even care.
he's like, I still don't believe
Not
it.
important in that film. Then, yeah.
But yeah, it was this band Lane Meyer, and it was like their whole record was just like riddled with like "Stand By Me" quotes
Okay.
on every song. It was
That's
like
great.
these intro. Yeah, I like
love Stand
It's a
By
great
Me.
loved
movie.
them.
Yeah.
Or not Stand By Me, Better Off Dead.
Better Off Dead.
Lane
Totally
Meyer.
different.
Lane Meyer.
Very different. Yeah, very different.
Yeah, Lane Meyer. Lane Meyer was the man.
I'm about both
You're
of
like,
those.
you know that one movie? Not that one.
Well,
Lane
Lori
Meyer.
Meyer.
Hey Ellis, will
You
you
used to live upstairs,
be
you
less
know?
selfish and pass me an orangutan?
Oh yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Wow.
I just made a No Effects reference. So
You did? I
Oh,
missed
yeah.
it. What'd
I
you
said-
say?
He said, what did you say again? Lorne Myers or something like that?
Lane Meyer.
Lane Myers. So Lori Myers
Yeah.
used to live upstairs. And that's a No Effects reference. But
Oh, here's what I
We
wanted to
could
talk
play
to.
it
Here's
right
what I
now.
wanted to
It's
talk
on
to
right
you about, Corey. Since you're a musician, I used to play music. Chelsea
you
used to
still play music. You still do.
I strum a guitar.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Strum a guitar.
here's what
Rarely.
here's what I need to know.
Slap in the bass?
Look for our Christmas album next year.
I
I'm working on one right now, actually.
I need
Christmas
you.
album?
That's a fact, actually.
Dude,
Oh,
why
yeah?
didn't you not invite me to sing on it?
We will talk about this off air.
All right, cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I regret that decision.
Whatever, bro. You don't even know.
You refused to sing on a Christmas song with me for this podcast.
I have no interest in being in a band with you, bro. We're in a podcast.
You're the worst. I need a quick take on the Maroon 5 halftime show.
Like middle-aged white woman of the world rejoiced when he took his shirt off. My mom called me and she was like, "Did you see Adam Levine at the
Hold on,
halftime
hold on.
show?"
You had to grab another
Corey's
beer.
gotta drink another. Oh, dude, here's
Yeah,
what I
dude, my
said.
mom hits me up. My mom hates sports. My mom hates the Super Bowl. Whatever. She hits me up the next morning and she
Loves
was like,
men.
"Did you loves Adam Levine?" Apparently, I didn't even know. She's like, "Did you watch the Super Bowl?" I was like, "Yeah, it was super boring." She's like, "Did you see the halftime show?" I was like, "Of course I did." She's like, "Did you see Adam Levine when he took that ugly shirt off?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, we all saw him, with his shirt off or whatever." And she's like, "He's got a pretty good body for his age, and he's got a lot of tattoos, but that's okay." And I'm like, "Oh my God, what are we talking about right now? Like, what is happening?"
Dude, the one thing I had to say is I was like, that band was formed in the depths of hell for middle-aged white women.
So I have a few things
Like-
to say about this.
I want to hear it, dude, because I.
So let me go for a minute.
All right.
Yeah, the mic is yours.
Okay, so Maroon 5 used to be a punk rock band.
Correct.
Before they were famous. And,
What?
And they were awesome. Not really.
Is this like a
they actually,
Goo Goo-
they actually were not good, but yeah.
It's like a
They
Goo Goo Dolls
they-
thing.
They reformatted.
Yes.
He has an Epiphone tattoo on his side, which means if he made one more gold album, he could have a Gibson tattoo. But the whole idea
So
with
roasted
I'm not mad about it because it's like you have a musician, you have a rock and roll band. Like I hate to say that Maroon 5 is a rock and roll
Yeah,
band,
whoa.
but
Oh, whoa.
they're a guitar based band. They are. And
are.
Their show sucked. Okay, the day before they had the Foo Fighters do a show with Zach Brown, Tom Morello, that was not televised.
That would have been dope.
That was for free in Atlanta, and it was not televised. That was a show that happened. let's be real here. Prince was the best halftime show to ever happen.
Ever.
And then post that, Gaga
Crushed.
fucking killed it.
Yes.
Well, let me say this about like
Yes.
Maroon 5 too.
She's
Like,
incredible, dude.
How-
She's
such a talent, it's
she
ridiculous.
is beyond a talent.
Yes.
First of all, she writes
mean-
her own music. She does her own thing. She is.
She can sing anything.
Well, I mean, she
Yeah.
She's
rewrites Madonna's music,
Fuck.
and then
Whatever.
"Born This Way"
No.
is "Express Yourself." Listen to those two songs; they are the same songs. I'm a Gaga
You're just a
fan.
hater, dude. I love Lady Gaga.
No, I was gonna say the only other.
I'm not a Madonna fan. Lady Gaga is 1,000 times better
a
than Madonna.
million times better than
Prince?
Madonna.
Yeah, yeah. She writes her own music. Madonna never did that.
No.
Prince.
Yeah. That's what's up.
I mean, yeah, she covers Madonna songs
I
incredibly
tried to write
well.
my own music, but I was really bad at it.
Anyways, so I was gonna say Gaga was like smashed the halftime show.
Yeah, she did.
And she did not need a bunch of hip hop artists come out to make it seem like entertaining, which Maroon 5 had to do. And then she also didn't have to
Has been hip hop artists too, by the way.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
didn't have to continue to do a strip tease. I think the best
Yeah.
thing I had seen was like something on the internet that was like,
Yeah, he
who
can-
did this dude's tattoos?
Oh, yeah.
It's like Grand Theft Auto 05. like that dude's got more money than God, and he can't get like the most
He does look like a
tightest
GTA
tattoos
character.
ever.
That's not a lie.
I saw a lot of things that said like, "Why can he show his nipples and Janet can't?"
Yeah, truth, dude.
And
Also,
that's fair.
Hashtag free the nipple. Also, I saw one really funny one where it was like a track relay, and they're like passing the baton, and it was like Nickelback. It's on Maroon 5, which I feel like Maroon 5 is actually a decent band.
I mean, I'll
but-
just be real. I'm wondering who the halftime show is actually going after. It's going after I know it's going after non-football fans.
I feel like it's the
But I'm a non-football
middle-aged
fan.
wives of the world.
I don't
like my
I-
mom.
I don't like pro football. God save the Browns. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Right.
we're coming. But I mean, like, I don't give a shit about pro football, and the halftime shows don't at all appeal to me.
No.
Lady Gaga was incredibly awesome, but no one could touch Prince. What Prince did at the halftime
yeah.
show, he actually played.
Yes.
And he
Yeah.
actually sang.
Yeah.
And
In the-
also, he's Prince. Like, it won't be touched.
Right.
No.
Dude, okay, I will say, I'm going to say this. Please don't hit me. I also loved Bruno Mars.
I don't hit women.
Okay, good.
But I'll hit Bruno Mars.
Bruno
Bring
I
him
will-
in.
I will hit
I'm
him,
sorry,
yeah.
but like he's got skills
He's
that thrills.
He's a poor impersonation of Michael Jackson.
He is. He's
Yeah.
like
Sure,
he's
yeah.
like not just a poor impersonation of Michael Jackson, but specifically Michael Jackson in his teenage years.
Yeah.
Like but I like it. It's a
I-
guilty
it
pleasure
wasn't-
that I
it
have.
wasn't
It's
the
like
worst.
how I felt about NSYNC when I was in grade school, you know?
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know Maroon 5 like started off as like a punk rock
Yeah.
band, and I had said like, so not many people know that the Goo Goo Dolls were actually a metal band.
Yeah.
And then they were like getting ready to break up, and then he wrote that acoustic track, and he was like, okay, let's try to go this way, and then they made millions of dollars.
Yeah. And they should have.
Yes.
Because it was great. 'Cause
Yeah.
Goo Dolls are amazing songwriters.
That's like
John
extreme
John Resnick
when
is
they
an
wrote
amazing songwriter.
Yeah, A Boy Named Goo is an incredible album.
a great
They had other
album.
ones, and they have one of my favorite quotes ever about like naming a band, because they asked him about like naming their band the Goo Goo Dolls, and he's like, well, picking a band name's like getting a tattoo when
Well,
you're
they have a
drunk.
song like "What's My Name." Yeah.
They're like, you get it, and then you have to live with it. And it's
Right.
like, this is
The
like
Goo
the
Goo
name
Dolls.
we're fucking stuck
And they're a
with.
trio, and in all music, trios should be respected.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you there. If you are a 4-piece or less, you need to be, that's a next level kind of
No,
thing.
trios are what
Yeah,
it is.
I think
Yeah.
you're missing the math of a trio here.
Yeah, trios is a
It's
trio.
three.
I get that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no.
4 people.
Green Day
Okay, I
used,
think
Green
I
Day
think you
used to
missed
be
the
one.
numbers.
Dude, so many
Yeah.
people have like 7-piece bands now.
Maroon 5.
Like
tell you
Maroon
what-
5.
Yeah.
If you have the
I'm
solid
pretty sure
4
Maroon
or
5's
less,
only a
like,
one-person
I
band.
don't know.
Right.
That matters to me.
Like
That's actually not true because it's been the same band for
the whole
ever.
time, dude.
yeah, it's
And a horn section is fine.
Yeah, ask.
A horn section makes every
That
band better.
doesn't count.
Oh,
or a choir.
I
or
thought you
a
were
choir.
saying. I thought you were saying like, and the horn section is,
Fire.
fine as fuck.
No, I mean,
I mean,
any, yeah.
if you think Adam Levine's abs are hot, you should check out the horn section.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
They
Or his
were all
choir,
shirtless
yeah.
the whole time, dude.
There's chorus. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough halftime show.
Okay.
Punisher?
Yeah.
Let's jump into Punisher season 2. We railed on it.
You guys shit on it.
I did.
We did.
I
You
did
just-
not.
I knew it was going to be canceled, and it's going to be canceled.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I do give Netflix like a huge, like big ups because they let this like series end. As where like Daredevil season 3, like they still left it with that cliffhanger of Bullseye, and like this, they just kind of let it
Disney will
like-
pick up on that.
die. But yeah, let's jump into Punisher season 2. Honestly, getting started, I loved it. I mean, it's just typical Punisher stuff. There's things I didn't like about it, and the sex scenes were not Polar-esque.
They were broken up too much with thoughtful, meaningful moments, and you didn't like
And
that.
too long. They're too long with not enough boobs,
Okay.
blood.
And bullets.
Let me
bullets.
preface this by saying, and you might be shocked after all the shade I threw this morning, but of all of the Marvel series that I have watched as of late, this was probably my favorite.
It was really good.
Look at Corey.
I actually love hearing you say that because you
Really?
guys
Okay, good.
2 weeks ago
Yes, watch the video.
So I
Watch
was-
the video, dude.
I was here 2 weeks ago, and you guys were just completely shitting on the Punisher, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't do it. I would not crap on it. I said, yeah, I get like whatever, blah blah blah. It was awesome.
It was
It was
awesome.
great.
It was season 2 was completely awesome.
But I,
thought-
will say, like, okay, so it is my of all of the that we've watched, at least on this cast, and I actually really loved Luke Cage season 2 as well. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw that out there, but because I thought that was just like weird and fun and whatever. But-
Bushmaster is still one of the best like MCU villains.
seriously, so fun. So anyway, this is my favorite. Yeah, this is my favorite, but I do feel like most of the scenes were a little bit overdrawn. Like,
Yeah.
again, you took an hour-long episode that could have been a 40-minute episode.
Yeah.
If you cut out some of the bullshit.
That's classic Netflix.
And that's
though.
what Netflix does. And that's why I told you they'd be better off making. And this is again Corey me ripping on the Netflix,
Yeah, which is
the
fine. 'Cause I'm with you on that.
Netflix formula. But if they had like,
A six
I just watched
episode.
the
But
Ted
you're-
Bundy
you're-
tapes. If
you're
they had
ripping-
4 1
fuck-
hour,
and we talked about this last time too. Fuck Ted Bundy.
I know.
Yes.
And fuck anyone that wants to watch that.
dude,
honestly,
he's an asshole.
I don't. You can't give that kind of shit
No,
airtime.
you can't. It's messed up because when
But
we
you
talked about
watched it.
this,
Yeah,
I
and
know.
we talked about this
I
last
but
time.
that's like-
She watched
yeah.
it like
We
3
watched-
times.
No,
we
I
just-
only watched it once. Thank
Don't
you.
lie. You watched it 3 times. You just fell asleep through each part.
I kept falling asleep.
Dude,
His
she
voice
was-
is kind of soothing. It's
Yeah,
really.
she's
I'm
sitting here
embarrassed
like-
to say that.
Yeah, she's just sitting
She's
here
trying
like,
to lie on
oh,
cast
Ted
right
Bundy.
now.
I mean, talked me out of my panties.
No,
I mean,
that's
into
not what
my
I, that's-
pajamas.
No, that's the
That's
problem.
exactly what you said. You said, "Listen,
You're a
watch
liar."
it." You're like, I was watching the Ted Bundy tapes. I went
I
and
kept
got
falling asleep.
undressed
'Cause I
and
went to
got in my
sleep.
pajamas. That's exactly what you said.
Because I said I got in my pajamas, I laid down, and I fell asleep. Like I don't know if it's the documentary voice or what, but it just put me right to sleep. Anyway, I feel like they could have made the Punisher.
Ted Bundy.
Yes, they could have made the Punisher like 4 or 5 45-minute or 1 hour episodes, and it would have been a banger. But it's just so drawn out.
I thought it was a banger.
It was a banger, but
thought
it
it
could have
was.
been more banger.
my problem was
like Bangarang, you know?
I
Yeah,
got
banger rang, Rufio.
I got a little like I got a little wore out with like the Billy story, the Jigsaw story, and
I got a little worn out by the fact
Yeah.
that he wasn't ugly enough.
He got fucking blown away at the end of the
I
show.
liked that,
and it was
but
awesome. He got dispatched like
I
a
wanted
piece
to
of shit that
I wanted
he
to
was.
see more like I wanted to see more focus on like John Pilgrim because I really liked that character.
okay.
And Netflix again does such an incredible job of giving.
I wanted more Kingpin.
Yeah, we all
That was
do.
something I thought too, because like that was something I thought when Billy's like running Valhalla,
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
this crew's like, and he's like,
Yeah.
we're the biggest in the city. I'm like,
Kingpin.
dude, where in the hell is
Is
Wilson
Kingpin.
Fisk
Yeah.
walking in the door and
Yeah.
just smashing their
Vanessa.
skulls?
Yeah, like, just like crushing them. Like
Right, dude.
Yeah.
That he would not have been like, oh, they can just run Queens. Like, no,
No.
Kingpin would have been like, we got to go shut down this like
Yeah.
ex-military
You're dead
crew.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see some of that, but I really liked John Pilgrim's character, and they do such an incredible job on Netflix with these like more serious, like their MCU roles of like making you have so much sympathy for the villain or for the devil, you know, because like even
Because he wasn't bad.
Krista Dumont and with Billy too, you feel
Billy,
like,
he lost his mind. It wasn't him.
but
no,
when
and
Billy
they're-
is
and
like
they truly
buys
believe
the
what they're
flowers,
doing
Yes.
is right.
Yeah.
That's the
But
bottom
he-
line is like they believe they're on a moral path.
But he didn't know what he was doing was wrong.
Right.
He didn't know why that the Punisher was coming after him. He didn't know
Right.
why, you know?
But when Billy like buys the flowers and then
Yeah.
sees Krista like crushed and she gets thrown out the window, it, like you feel for Billy because he at that moment like he's like, I don't care about Frank anymore.
Right.
I'm leaving this all behind. He
But-
has all his money and he's like, I'm leaving. And you kind of like feel for him a little bit. And
But the way that he was dispatched was like perfect.
yeah.
It was perfect because it was like no emotion behind it at
Yeah.
all. It was just like
I-
Bill Hicks style, just like
I was
bullets,
actually kind of
you know?
worried because I had paused it like right at that moment when Frank walks in the room when like Billy's like in Curtis's like
Yeah, just-
meeting space, and I didn't realize it was Frank at first, and I was like, motherfucker. I was like, if this is one of his old crew and they somehow put him back together and he lives through this
Right.
again, I'm gonna be like, because even that dude, it took like an episode and a half for this dude to die after
No,
he
he
had
just
been
double
shot.
tapped him,
Like,
you know?
yeah.
it was
And it was
don't know.
awesome.
It was good. I would have loved to seen more John Pilgrim. John Pilgrim was awesome. I thought he was like a cool, conflicted character.
You
He's
like the culty version?
He shouldn't have
Well-
played Jigsaw.
Yeah.
yeah.
He shouldn't have played Jigsaw.
No.
He was better than that series, and we'll see how they use him.
Yeah.
I'm-
He was, I mean, honestly, I was like really impressed when he had the mask on in his little therapy sessions and there was like so much emotion coming from this person. You
I thought
can't
the
even see
mask
their
was really
face.
stupid.
The mask was stupid, but like
Yeah.
sometimes I felt like you received, I don't know, the most like emotive moments from him when he had it on, like this, like the creepiest, weirdest vibes. He just did a really good job with that role. That said, his face was not messed up enough to play
Yeah,
that character.
that's what I shit on.
That's what you said about the acne.
He's like,
yeah.
he looks
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
has some acne scars.
That was a
like,
couple weeks ago. Tune in
which
to
I think
the
that
last
stands
episode,
true. Like
friends.
if you look at Jigsaw, he is his face is pretty messed up.
He's a monster.
He's a monster.
Comics.
Yeah, he's
Where in
hideous.
this, it's like, okay, maybe you got in a rough knife fight.
Yeah.
Speaking of the mask, what did I tell you when we were watching like episode 3? The best acting in the whole show was when he had his
Yeah,
mask on.
Yeah, like out of everyone,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
he was
was
just he was incredible.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a curveball.
Let's
Hit
hear it.
us.
It's not. This was not on the.
Is this
on the
personal?
itinerary?
Let's hear. Hey, we're all for it.
We're ready.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We just spent 20 minutes on the halftime show. What's up?
Yeah, you can hit us with your best shot.
Gotham.
Ooh.
I'm not.
I'm behind. I'm behind.
I'm so behind.
I have to admit that I'm behind as well, but
I'm like,
It's good. I enjoy it personally.
it was one of my favorite
Just thoughts.
series for a while.
I loved like the first
If
season
you're
of
behind,
Gotham.
if you're behind, we're not.
We're not friends.
Well, I mean, you don't like it then. I don't think you should be current.
There's too much.
There's
Do you
too
not
much
see
work.
we have a podcast
Man,
about comics?
I
You
know.
have a lot of stuff to go through.
I know, but I mean, I'm just saying,
And like,
like,
jobs.
yeah.
Jobs.
I have. Come on, I work here.
Hey, I'm not the one throwing around the job thing.
Yeah.
I have a
Whatever,
job
dude.
too.
Ellis, do you
But-
even work?
Yeah, no, not mostly.
No.
I'm just curious what you, like.
I loved the first season. I watched the second season through, and then I got what's crushed Gotham for me is it's always a season behind on Netflix, and it's not downloadable, so
Okay.
I can't download
Okay,
it to
so,
my
so
device.
let's kill this. Let's kill this conversation right now.
Yep.
I want to know what you think about Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker.
I'm excited about that.
Hyped.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
I'm-
too.
I think
okay,
I
I can
think he's the
explain
only
why.
person who could take it over from what Heath Ledger
Leo
did.
could play him too.
Who?
Leo.
Leo could play him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo.
But
But
Joaquin is going to do a.
He's
what,
gonna
what
crush
do you think
it.
about that?
I think for this particular story where he's like truly, I guess.
There is no backstory for the Joker. So,
yeah, like he's really beginning to like
and that's
unravel.
one thing I don't like because
Right.
they don't need to give the Joker an origin story.
No.
It's
No.
better if you don't know anything
It
But
is,
about it.
Joaquin
but-
Phoenix playing him.
But as you're truly beginning to like unravel as a human being, which is what this is supposed to portray,
I
think
want to bottle
he's-
cap that.
Oh man,
Can I call that?
Dude, the little clip
it's
that
gonna
they
be a
put out,
5.
the
Can I
little
kill
clip
that?
they put out,
Yeah,
I was
do
like,
it.
dude, this
Yeah.
is a 5.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Go
Can-
for it.
Bottle cap it.
I want to say I want to bottle cap Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker.
Yeah. So just what we've seen so far, just bottle cap.
Just a little
Or just what you think of
spoilers.
him as an actor, period.
Well,
I
as
love
an
him
actor,
as an actor.
like a 5.
and him playing the role, yeah.
I would give
Yeah.
him like a 4.5 so
Okay,
far.
okay.
What I've seen.
Heath
What I've
Ledger
seen.
was like totally next level nutso joke. Like he
He
was
was a 10.
incredible. 10
Out of
10 out of
5.
5.
Yeah, 10 out of 5, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd give Joaquin Phoenix a 5.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'd give it a 5. I think there hasn't been a bad like live action Joker yet. Because I mean,
There has been.
Oh.
There
There
definitely
has
has
been.
been.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there definitely has been.
Yeah.
I mean, did
You're
you not
saying
like
Suicide
Jax?
Squad, bro.
You're
Suicide
saying
Squad.
Okay,
Suicide-
yeah.
Let's
okay,
be
yeah,
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you forget that
Jared
whole movie?
Leto.
I did. Yes, I did. I was
a
strict. I was
close
strict.
one.
I was strictly thinking of Jack, Heath, and now
Yeah.
Joaquin.
No,
so like
you missed one big glaring horrible failure.
all three of those were like incredible.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for what Joaquin yet to be determined, but
It'll be great.
It's gonna be
like,
so good.
Heath and Jack, I mean, were incredible in the roles, like what
Yeah.
they were meant to play. Like
Yeah.
they were just like top notch.
What was so incredible about
And
them is
Cesar
that they were
Romano,
so
too. Let's
different.
not forget about Cesar Romano.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the old school.
From the
Adam
old
West.
school
Yeah.
Adam West. Yeah.
And he was a genius as well at the role.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, it is a role that owns you.
Yeah.
And so I'm
Yeah.
really curious to see what we get out of, someone who has had his.
Let me throw one more question. We're creeping up on an hour. We got to
All right.
jump out of here because we got Corey for a little bit, and you just brought him up. Who is the greatest actor of our generation? Now, I know. I'm 40. We
Yeah, there's
run
a lot
all
of
the- all the way.
generations here.
But like,
I'm good with this. I had an answer.
You do. You have an answer right
Yeah,
off the bat.
I would say who
It's
you
not
just
Nick
said.
Cage.
I
No.
would say Leo.
Yeah, Leo for sure.
Yeah.
Leo's the greatest actor of our generation.
I agree.
Yeah.
Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who are you going with? Selena Gomez?
Jesus.
He
You're 10 years
loves
younger.
her,
You don't have-
dude.
you don't have an opinion.
He's gonna pick
I don't
her.
have an opinion,
Vanessa
I got it.
Hutchinson.
Yeah. Someone in True Blood or someone, sorry, someone in like Harry Potter or what? Yeah.
Danielle Radcliffe.
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Ron Weasley, who played him. Rupert Grant.
Come on, drop your
Ed
drop your
Sheeran
drop
double.
your Harry Potter on us.
Yeah, you're
Me?
a nerd.
Right
dude.
now? Rupert Grant?
No, like your whole wizard thing.
Which one? What do you want me to do? Cast
Well,
a
no.
spell right now? What are you asking me to do?
Yeah, you always do this like wizard rant.